really wanted to do like a cinematic intro for this video, but when I sat down and tried to come up with something, I couldn't. So I'm just gonna say what this video is about. I recently discovered Panchiko and their music has me feeling real nostalgic. But for the now. To get this video on the right track, we first need to define what is nostalgia. And according to Google, nostalgia is a sentimental longing or wistful affection for a period in the past. But I said I'm nostalgic for the... So Panchiko is a British indie rock band that was formed in 1997 but gained popularity in 2016 after a 4chan user posted this to the website. Basically no one knew what the fuck it was, so like with every niche thing on the internet, it quickly gained a cult following. A small knit community was formed that was determined to find out the backstory behind this mysterious EP. The search for the missing context behind the music was finished by 2020 because some random guy on Discord was able to get in contact with a member of the band. And it turned out that the EP was released in the year 2000, but no label wanted to sign the band, so they all collectively kinda gave up on music. If you want a more detailed explanation to the whole backstory of the band and how everything exactly went down, I recommend you to check out this video. But watch it after this one, of course. I first found out about Panchiko back in 2022 when I watched Look on Demand's video. The idea of this mysterious band that was discovered 16 years after they released their first project was really interesting to me, but I didn't listen to them until like a week ago as of me writing this. And let me tell you, their music absolutely slaps, especially their EP Death Metal. Right as you start playing the EP, you get hit with this. That sound that you just heard is a sample from a film called Doctor Strange Love. But that isn't the only sample in the song. The song also has like 2 other samples in it. I think that now it's the right time to mention what genre Panchiko falls under, because their sound is pretty interesting. So they mainly fall under that indie rock / dream pop / lo-fi umbrella with a sprinkle of trip hop here and there. I've seen a lot of people say that their sound kinda reminds them of Radiohead's OK Computer, and I definitely get that, but it still has a unique feel to it that I think sounds incredible. The title track that I mentioned before is probably my favorite song by the band. It has that beautiful sample that I already mentioned, and the rest of the song is absolutely beautiful. The lyricism is also great, as the story of the song is about a girl that is pretending to like nu metal just to fit in with everybody else around her. The second track on the EP, called Stabilizers for Big Boys, falls more into a traditional rock sound. The main theme of the song is about everyone's favorite period of their life, puberty. The lyrics on the song are split into themes of feeling vulnerable and kinda sad as a teenager and sexually frustrated. The thing that I really like about this song is that when Owen, that's the main vocalist of the group, is singing the more vulnerable lyrics, his voice is very soft and the instrumental is filled with instruments and sound. But when he's singing the more horny lyrics, let's say, his voice sounds much more frustrated and the instrumental kinda strips back a lot of its elements, as you can only hear the drums in the back of the mix. This song is really interesting lyrically, and it shows just how creative the band is. The third song, called Laputa, is all about an anime film called Castle in the Sky, which I haven't watched cause I'm not into anime like at all. Sorry, not sorry. But when doing research for this video, I found out that Castle in the Sky is a Studio Ghibli film, and I actually have watched half of Spirited Away in school like 3 years ago, I think. So that's at least something, like, you gotta give me that. Wait, what was I talking about? Ah yes, Laputa. Yeah, lyrically, I don't really understand what Owen is talking about, but the song sounds insane, so I'll give it that at least. The final track on the EP, The Eyes of Ibed, whatever the fuck, I don't know, is a 7-minute long behemoth of a song. I don't really know where to even begin with this one. The whole song is a reference to Dune, and I did some research, and the term blue eyes is used when a character is addicted to something called spice. So with that being said, I think this song is just about Owen being high. In the opening lines, he's suggesting that he wants to go on a crazy psychedelic trip. While he's high, he's in a place where they have dune seas, and he also sees a girl holding up a world while having her hands in her pockets. Like, tell me he ain't tripping straight balls. The instrumental of the song is also really grand sounding, and I can definitely hear this being played in like a drone shot of the dune seas in the film. So yeah, that was basically death metal in a nutshell. Their second EP called Kicking Cars was released in 2001, a year after death metal. But today I'm not gonna be talking in depth about it since I don't find it as great as death metal, but I still think it's pretty good though. And please, while we are here, go and listen to the song Sodium Chloride off of Kicking Cars, and tell me that the instrumental of the song doesn't sound like a Spotify ad. The latest effort that the band has released is their debut album Failed at Mass. And let me tell you, this album is so slept on, it's not even funny. And as of me recording this is my second favorite album that has came out this year so far. I think that they really hit a mark with this album, and the overall vibe of the album still feels Panchiko-esque, but they definitely switched it up with the production this time. The instrumentals are a bit more electronic this time, which you can definitely sense by just listening to the title track. But I'm not gonna do a whole review of this album yet. And now finally, let's get to why I titled this video how I did. Because I'm sure you're probably wondering what do I mean by that. The first time that I listened to the song death metal, I immediately thought of vaporwave. Not because it sounded like anything from that genre of music, but because of how it made me feel. I got hit with a bittersweet feeling of nostalgia, that at the moment I couldn't really put a finger as to why. That feeling didn't leave me all the way till the end of the EP. The moment that the EP ended, I knew that I found something special. Then, a few days later, I listened to Failed at Maths for the first time. And it happened again. I still vividly remember when Owen's vocals came in on the song Portraits, and how my whole mood immediately changed. Then I knew that it wasn't a one-time thing. One day I was walking home from school cause we finished early and my bus wouldn't arrive for a while, so it was faster for me to just walk home. And 2023 has been real slow with music, so I decided to put on some Panchiko, and I was listening to death metal and Failed at Maths back to back. By the time I got to the song Gwen Everest, I finally realized that this whole time I was feeling nostalgic for the now. The best way to describe you what it felt like is to just show you this clip.
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
I felt like I was in the good old days. I knew that in a few years from now, I would look back at this period of my life and think of how good it was. I don't know if anyone understands me or gets what I'm trying to say, but the point I'm trying to get across is try to be present and I guess just live life. Okay, bye.